Right. Well then, that was, I think, probably the most reused word, probably the most recycled word with this to describe that performance is undeserved. The only result and outcome that we deserved in that game was a loss, and not just any loss at that. I mean, a bad, bad loss. That should have been 4-0 again. We deserve to lose that 4-0. We deserve to lose it 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, 999,000 million nil. That's because that's what we deserved. That's what we deserved from that performance. Literally gutless, spineless. My match preview. The title of the video was "Not to be sluggish." Not to be sluggish. Don't be sluggish. Don't be slow. Don't be lethargic. Don't be silly. Don't be stupid. What did we do? Every single box of everything that is wrong with modern day football and Manchester United combined into one, every box was ticked. Every box was ticked. We are a disgrace to English football, to world football. Those players are a disgrace to football. Everybody. Complete disgrace. The substitutions. Ten Hag, I'm pretty sure, he must be getting bullied behind closed doors, because those substitutions and handling that squad were so immature. It is childish. Childish antics from the manager. Childish antics. I don't understand why half of those players got to see the final whistle today. I don't get it. Scott McTominay, one of the worst players on the pitch. Bruno Fernandes sat there in La La Land with him. Rashford, absolute waste of space and time. Such a waste. Like, with those three guys, they're such a waste and so invisible. Do you know what? I'm not going to talk about them. I'm not going to talk about them. They don't deserve to be spoken about. Just stay out of sight and out of mind. You're not important enough as human beings to be acknowledged. You're not important enough. So sit there and be ignored. Get the silent treatment from the fans. Just everyone ignore you, pretend you don't exist. Maybe some guys at the club might actually get the memo. They might get the memo. They might then actually, you know what? I feel like we get on this bandwagon as well. I guess we pretend they don't exist. That way they don't make it into matchday squads. But yeah, too many players on the pitch today. Just absolutely pathetic. And the fact is that this comes off the back of an international break. So you've had the time, to play for your country. Some people have had a bit of rest because they've not played international football. And you put in that. A team collective performance out of 10, I'd probably give that probably a 1. Like, I'm thinking 2 or 3. Well, no, effort wise, we should have been down by 4-5-0 come late stages of the second half when Mason Mount scores a wonder goal, and that's it. And the fact is that because we so did not deserve that game, what do we do? Have a free goal. You get our sympathy votes. It's like, when you have it in football, right? Where it's a drop ball, right? And you're meant to play it to the other team so that they can get the game back underway, right? Because it's the sportsmanship gesture. They absolutely thunderbolt it into the goal and they start celebrating. Yay, look at me. Yay, go me. I scored the goal. And then somebody tells that player, you're a dickhead. You're a dickhead. Let them score now. That's basically what happened. It was a gentleman's agreement. Speaking of gentleman's agreement, I know that Tonali's been banned for alleged match betting and match, bet fixing, if you want to call it that. Maybe some of these players can be investigated for the same thing. go look for bets. Seriously, I'm not joking. Go look for bets because some of the shit that occurred in that game made no sense. Sunday league footballers don't make that many bad passes, that many bad decisions, and that clear lack of effort. You don't get that many contributive factors in culminating in a shite performance. You just don't. And have it be accidental. Something's not right here. Something's really, really fucking fishy. I swear to God, something's really fishy because those players, they don't care. Like, let me put it this way: there's not caring, and then there's the level below that. United players have somehow gone below the level of not caring, which is literally impossible because there is literally no level below it. But they're there. They are there. They are there. They are absolutely, and they're still drilling down. They're still trying to find new lows. Like, come on, they want that manager gone. There's some players in that team that really, really want that manager gone. Like, I'm absolutely convinced of it. I'm convinced of it because you don't put in a performance like that. You don't. You don't dare put in a performance like that after the performance you put in against Liverpool at Old Trafford. And an international break in between. You don't do that. You just don't do it. Absolute disgusting behaviour. Really disgusting behaviour. And just the way in which we can address it in any other walk of life. Behaviour like that gets punished. It gets punished, and behavioural correction is usually the point of direction, the point of focus. Correct their behaviour. Because if that's how they're going to go about in life, forget about freedom, you'll spend the rest of your days in a prison cell. Because, I don't care enough. Don't care enough. So you'll start running the red lights. You'll start being impatient, cutting people off on the road. You'll do the little things that most people do for the sake of looking out for other people. Because you only look out for yourself. And that's the case with a lot of these players. The only person that some of those players care about is themselves. They are not in it for this team. They're not in it for the club. They're not in it for the fans. You are pieces of shit. And I'm talking to the fan base here. Every single one of you is a piece of shit in the eyes of those players. Every single one of you. Because they don't look at you in the stand and think, I'm going to give 110% for them because they're here to back me. They don't have that like none of those thoughts go through their mind. And the thing is, right, is you as a fan, if you gauge that perspective, it's a new level of insult. Because think about how much money people spend to actually see their team play in the modern day, with the way that clubs fleece, especially in the Premier League, the way that clubs fleece their fans for season tickets, and then everyone else from travelling around the world going to go and see that. And you can make eye contact with a player. You're thinking, I'm here to support you. You better put in 110%. In their head, they go meow 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 meow. There's nothing going on inside of their brains. They see you and they think, it's another customer for the club. It's another club customer. What do you reckon he's bought? Do you reckon he's bought a kit? Which name do you think he's got on the back? Yeah. Gone with McTominay. Oh, yeah. The best player in the world, that guy, with how much he gets played. Honestly, it's absolutely outlandish. It's unacceptable. It's pathetic. It really is pathetic. And the moral of the story is that we don't lose that game by 5-6-0 because my Christ almighty Brentford, they made love to the woodwork in this game. Onana was okay for the most part. He's probably the best performing player in a Manchester United shirt, with all things considered. But my God, Brentford have got a low-down kink of balls slapping against hard things. Low-down kink. I swear, they love the sound it makes. On a different day, half of those shots are on target. Another day, that's taking us back to the second game of Ten Hag's reign, where we lost here 4-0. On another day, But here's the thing. I'm meant to believe that Gareth Southgate's the answer though, right? So anybody who says get Gareth Southgate in, mate, you want to see this club suffer. You want it. It's like BDSM. You are suckers for it. You love the torture. You really, really do. There's something going on in that head of yours that needs to be checked out. Needs to be checked out. Y'all might need a therapist. Y'all might need a doctor. Some of y'all need Jesus. I mean, what else can be said? What else warrants being said here? There's no positives. Literally no positives. It's like Mason Mount scoring a goal. Great goal. Amazing. Comes on as a sub and slaps it. What for, though? What for? It amounted to absolutely nothing, so... Yeah. Just one big total sham. One big total, complete and utter sham. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. But anyways, guys, it's a short one. I'm not feeling too hot at the moment. My throat is dry as anything. Dry as Gandhi's flip-flop in the Sahara Desert. And I need to rest up. Got a busy weekend. It's Easter weekend, man. And I'm having to work my arse off. Something ain't right. But anyhow. Drop your thoughts and your feelings about the match in the comment section below, because I am wasting my breath in talking about what these players fail to do week in, week out. It's tiring. Chelsea are next. Liverpool after them. Seriously, I looked at somebody's prediction for the next 3 games as to how many points we'd attain. Motherfucker said 1 point. Well, I mean, we got the 1 point here. We played like that against Chelsea. I mean, Brentford. Yeah, you listen very closely. Brentford had 31 attempts this game. When's the last time Brentford had 31 attempts in a game of football? Does anybody know? Does anybody know the last time that Brentford had that many shots in a game of football? We're talking about going back to the Championship here. And I'm not over-egging the pudding here. We're going back to the Championship days to last find a game where Brentford had that many shots. But good old jolly Manchester United come along and give them everything they want. It is just completely disgusting. It's disgraceful. It's an insult to the club. It's an insult to the history of the club, the heritage of the club, and the biggest insult is to you, the fans, and you should realise it. You should know it. You should own it. As fans, you should own it. Those players are out to get you. They are out to get you. Realise who the enemy of the club is. The mercenaries that put on that shirt. they are against the club. And so we should be against them, which is crazy. It is absolutely crazy to think about, because players should be just, they should just be people that we support, that we should cheer on every week. But they've made it an issue that they don't care about us. They don't like us. Because if they did, they would perform. They'd fear the consequence. But there is no consequence. So where do we go from here? Realistically, where do we go from here? Leave your thoughts and feelings in the comment section below. Don't forget to also like and subscribe. I mean, fuck me, I want to get this name changed as well, but I ain't changing it until I'm feeling better. So, yeah. Complete and utter waste of time. And passing words as well, by the way. Like I said, Ten Hag shares a big factor of blame, because there's an element of game management here. There's a load of players there that disgraced the shirt and the fan base and the club, and you still didn't take them off. So own up to it yourself as well. Have some balls. Don't start them against Chelsea. Half of that team don't start them against Chelsea. Even if we lose, you made a statement. You made a statement. At least we understand that you care. We understand that you care, because you've actively tried to, serve against the situation. But more to enabling mediocrity and failure. But anyways, guys, that's it from me for tonight. And we've got Chelsea midweek as well, and then Liverpool following weekend. It just doesn't stop. Yeah, is it midweek though? Is it midweek? Let me just double check here. The 4th. When's the 4th? Thursday. So yeah, midweek Thursday, and then Liverpool on Sunday. Oh, and by the way, Bournemouth away comes on the 13th. And then we have Coventry on the 21st. These games don't get any easier, guys. They don't get any easier, especially when you perform like that. Anyways, take care, people. We'll see you for tomorrow night, I'd imagine, for the Sunday night takeaway show. I'll catch you over there, and hopefully I'm feeling a bit better. Well enough to change this godforsaken name. But yeah, until then, take care, goodbye, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday nights.